Greetings, thank you for joining us tonight's broadcast. Alright, I'm not sure how long this is gonna go. Maybe 20 minutes. See how much energy I got. It's been a long day. Been up since 5 o'clock again. That's like the normal for Thursdays from now on. So if I look like I'm worn out, that's why. So, got some rest, but not a whole lot. So for questions, yeah, this can be answered tomorrow. Hopefully. If not, Saturday. Um, I had a robot dream the other night. It was pretty awesome, actually. It channeled Alpha Omega universe. It's another universe, not ours. It's like getting perspective from another alien race, but this is another universe. And I got the message Alpha Omega. I just kept getting Alpha Omega. It's like, okay. And I looked at it as part of the Greek, something with Greece. So it's just a different perspective. It's not our universe. You know, sometimes when you connect to our universe, it's just so much dense energy. So everyone's going to kind of connect to it differently. But it's nice to have a wider perspective. Alright. Here's some stuff. I don't know how it's going to stick with some people, but it's a perspective. Take it as you will. So, I had a dream of a robot, a real big one, like Bumblebee in the Transformers movies. It wasn't that being, but had a similar energy. It was huge. It was being carried by a machine, actually. So I'm slowly getting more downloads about this, slowly. And for those that think they're going to go into higher dimensions and everything's going to be great, depends on where you are. It's kind of like, you can live in an island like Hawaii, and everything's fine. But if you go to in the third dimension, you ain't gonna play. You'll find a place like, life isn't too bad here, especially Hawaii or some kind of island. I'm just using that for example. But then you go to Africa and everything's freaking nuts. All dimensions are like that. Obviously, there's probably more to it than that, but incarnation wise, I'm not talking about spirit. I'm just talking incarnations. As an alien being, there are places that are in fourth dimension that are fine. There are places that are hell and universe, just hell. And the same thing keeps going up, dimensions. I don't care what anybody says. So people are connected to all this new Earth and everything, and that's fine. But realize there is chaos there. It doesn't mean you have to connect to it, but there is chaos around. You can handle it better at a higher vibration. It just means the world, it's just a different type of reality, different type of learning, different type of everything. And because what I'm getting obviously there's robot beings in societies all through the universe, but what I'm getting is on the outskirts of the universe, on the edge, where nobody wants to go, or some people want to go. There are robot societies everywhere, and they're at third, fourth, fifth, sixth dimension. They go up the dimensions. There's humans there. There's a little bit of everybody there. Obviously, I can't connect to everything, but this is where I was at least. And it's kind of like some worlds are Mad Max type of worlds. There are kind of like the Terminator, not the wipe out humanity, but kind of like that. The last was it Salvation, Terminator Salvation, kind of like the Mad Maxy robot society, but without wiping out humanity. Of course, there are worlds like that. There's a little bit back and forth. It's anything your mind can connect to. And why I'm bringing this through, I mean, it's just not that we're going to have like a robot apocalypse here or anything like that, no. it's just it's a new type. It's another type of knowledge, basically. Human and our robot beings are humanoid for the most part. I mean, there's different versions of it. The ones I saw are humanoid. At least the one I saw. The ones I'm getting visions of are humanoid, human-like, but very large. And there's humans. Different. They fight against them. They're friends with them. They're this. They're that. Let your imagination flow. Now, when I'm picking up on the outskirts of the universe, I don't know where, but I believe it's in the higher dimensions, like sixth dimension or fifth dimension, and it has its problems there too. And it is humanoid, but it's not maybe not as dense. Obviously, not as dense here, but it's still dense for a fifth dimensional reality, from what I'm gathering. So yeah, those are. I mean, some people here are connected to the new Earth, and everything's going to be just freaking wonderful. I'm not sure if they're just going to the place of where they're just going to smoke crack for the rest of their lives, or what. I don't know what reality that is. But obviously, like a robot dimension, for some people, will be like the best thing ever. It might be hell on Earth, but it can also be just a thrill ride, basically. I don't know what's going on. Like I say, let your imagination flow. It's like there's peace, there's war, there's this and that, is everything. And it's just not that it's going to come here. I mean, maybe through download. It's funny how the Transformers are just a cartoon, just hilarious. All this stuff is cartoonish. And how real this stuff is when you start connecting to it astrally, and doesn't mean we're going to connect to it physically, but it just shows how disconnected this world is. We're on the outskirts of nowhere, and we have no idea what the hell's out there. Well, we get an idea. So yeah, that was I think what I saw. I had to get the hell out of there. I wasn't allowed there very long, but I felt the depth of these things, the machines, how big they were, and I mean, it doesn't mean that they were angry or anything like that. It's just, I think astrally I was there where I wasn't supposed to be, but anyway, it was freaking awesome. Wasn't there very long, at least from what I can remember. But I'm just putting it out. Yeah, that doesn't mean we're going to start living that here or anything like that. It's just another reality that some people can probably tap into to wake themselves up to. It's not just aliens, it's robotic society. I mean, those have been coming through the channelings recently to the higher dimensions. It's just stuff that we're not really used to because we don't see it. I mean, of course, cars are becoming more AI, robotic like. But it doesn't mean it's going to start transforming. There are transformer beings that are out, definitely. I believe to transform like that, they have to be at a higher dimension for that to work. They can't be at the third dimension for that to. I guess it could, but not as quick as they do it. You see a transformer turn into a truck or something. I think it has to be at a higher dimension for that to work properly. Like a sixth dimension, maybe fifth dimension, but I feel like a sixth dimension. Yeah, these dimensions aren't all as wonderful and sugar and spice as people might think. It's just another level of consciousness. It's just a different level of magic, experience. So, you can, I believe also you can be like human like we are and experience a sixth dimensional world where you're just dealing with just insanity. Robot machines doing whatever they're doing, taking over the planet or wherever it might be. The way those realities are fully, very real. So, something else. Can't remember what it was. I think I wrote it down. Oh, yeah. Well, here, let's go into this real quick. Whoops. Then, touch how awake I am. Somewhere. Okay. So, yeah, it's not. It obviously doesn't look like this, but the energy was very similar. I guess as they were sitting in a chair. They were holding that girl's head. So, but it's very similar. I don't think it looked like that, but it was just similar. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, I was cybertalk.com. Our private sessions. We're at a channel. Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. I'm not sure where I'm at. The mind is not working today. I'd say the 19th for right now. Same situation there. Our channel is here, as I do recommend. Oh, whoops. That's here. Here's the other. Looks like I'm selling grass. Look, selling the universe. Eventually I'll get this fixed, but anyway. Social network and awesomeness. Awesome either way. Alright. For support. Yeah, demonetized as usual. So far we're still a lot, yeah. As long as I mean, unfortunately I have to censor myself. Always has to do with, the virus situation. I'm always going through any of the conspiracy stuff. It doesn't really matter. So I was gonna make a video about that. Yeah, just YouTube it's all about money in the long run, and YouTube is just demonetizing whoever they don't feel like they can monetize, and they want to get more ad money for lesser channels. So they want to make it, yeah, I would see like a more mainstream. You probably heard this before. Make it for more mainstream stuff. So yeah, there's nothing out there. There's no competition out there. There's nothing. Everything's been put out of business basically. It's BitChute, but there's not much there. So who knows? Definitely glad BitChute's out there, but we'll see. Either way, just take it one day at a time. So yeah, the next portion is about contracts, breaking contracts. Here's yeah, this might be out there for some. So yeah, I've been around a parasitic energy, not wanting to be, but I've run into an experience of like an attack. Now I've mentioned attacks in the past. This one's a little bit different, kind of like to block me from, those I've been connecting to more of the higher dimension energies. Yeah, this is a recent attack, so yeah, this one's really advanced actually. But it's funny how that thing got removed, and I see a certain individual that is, meaning that a person can be a host to a parasitic attachment. Probably haven't heard that before. And when the host is trying to attack somebody and no longer can attack that person, it's like the host goes through it's like the parasite dies, is what I'm getting. So yeah, I know this is bizarre, but yeah, parasite. I'll say I call it parasitic energy. I might make a video on it. Yeah. I know I get attacked here and there. It's just, yeah, it's just basically blocking my not abilities, but blocking. Yeah, trying to keep a hold on me, basically. Let's put it that way. And now once it's cleared out, I can open up to other vibrations I have it to. It's kind of like give me a reason to connect to the higher dimension. Like, hey, you put me through all this, give me something else. So yeah, it's people that connect to psychic work and all this, spiritual work, Reiki, they've seen this before. Yeah, it's not easy to handle on one person to handle it. It's not that easy. Sometimes you need help and the help will be on the way, which I'm thankful for. Jeez. Yeah, it's just it's some kind of contract But yes, it's interesting that a person can be a host of something like that and not know it, obviously. And when that thing can no longer get to the person it's trying to attack, it kind of loses its purpose and dies out. Now the person might go through depression, or doesn't mean the person's gonna die. The person might go through a lot of transitions, and like one day it's like, hey, look, I'm a lot better now. Maybe depends on the person, of course. So yeah, I mean, these attachments can, yes, cause someone to be a drug addict, alcoholic, whatever it might be, and it's pretty sophisticated. So, especially if the person has a huge ego, it's easy. That's easy to latch on to somebody like that. So, oh, that was the other thing. I remember I was trying to get to some other. This all had a deeper purpose, and I have to just reminding me. Let's see if I can bring it up right. Wrong one. I forget the lineage or the spelling of it. So you have the Sirens are there's good ones and there are bad ones, and yeah, there are just some. I mean, there's a whole thing on them, but they're currently here also, and a lot of them are attractive females. I think even males too, and some of them are obsessed with. We'll just go with the female. Some of them are obsessed with secret knowledge, and they don't know why. It's because at one time they had it, and they use it to seduce others, and to take them over and take them down and destroy them. This is currently going on right now, and just it's a secret, world. It tells you how complicated reality is. We don't have current mythology. It really talks about something. I don't think so. But yeah, and then it just ends up being like a serpent being or something like that connected to it, like a monster, basically. And that's kind of like what I was talking about. Like a person can be a host, like a siren, attractive person, and they're just being used to get knowledge, to shut somebody down, like myself, to block me, and then if it doesn't work, they kind of lose the reason to exist. Well, at least the connection, and it moves on eventually. So he straps himself to this is Ulysses, straps himself to listen to what knowledge they have, and all these other guys are all they have stuff in their ears so they can't hear it. So just when you think you're in normal times, just can't seem to ever get it. Yeah, people wonder why I'm stressed out sometimes. I wonder why. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into details here. Down the road, yeah, not anytime soon. Yeah, just you're doing this work and you think you're gonna be all right. So think again. Yeah, it's not as smooth sailing as you might think. And this stuff can be way above your understanding, and it's like when they want to kick your ass, they're gonna really do it. So, yeah, this is something that it's like every year I get hit with something. But either way, I'm not gonna focus on it. I could probably write a book on it. Maybe a short book, like 2 pages. But yeah, I might make a video on it. Well, I'm pretty much saying it here, but jeez. So anyway, yeah. So connect to that. Well, yeah, because the whole thing with YouTube and getting kicked out, it's like okay, and then I got a message from spirit world to go more to higher dimensions. So here we are. Yeah, I kind of beat to death to the whole virus thing anyway. So yeah, this stuff is serious. This is serious stuff. You can't see it, but it's it's like a spiritual attack that's just fucking A, man. It's like, I mean, this is what witches and wizards and all this stuff, even they can't even handle half of this shit. So yeah. So all right. So basically, I'm mentioning that to like break the spell. Also, yeah. So anyway, it's it's all about just keep going. Just keep. Yeah. This attack. Yeah, it was basically trying to knock me out, just take me out altogether, pretty much. Still here, yeah, because I was acting kind of weird around the virus when it started hit. It was not the virus that was bothering me; it was something else. So you just can't. Yeah, it just Yeah. So all right, we're going to Alpha Omega. I figured bring a different perspective. No, they're still getting used to channel through me, channel through after in the webinar. They kept resetting my body so they can get used to me. So it takes time to get used to something like this. Like anything, yeah, it's basically a universe from an outside perspective. It's outside Alpha Omega universe. Just leave it at that. A wider universe to help us direct us into the right direction. So yeah, this universe is the Wild West, and yeah, be careful what you wish for. He wants to mix. That's the thing about other worlds. Yeah, it's like you can fight a dragon, you fight a robot, you can fight all this stuff. That's fun. Oh, sort of. But here we just watch it on TV. We get through the day of getting up, going to work, and getting home is like, is this all there is to life? That's it? Get in a relationship, get bored with that, or whatever it is. And it's like, because there's much more. So that's the test of this reality, is to figure yourself out. There's more to it, but anyway. Okay. Alright, blessings. There you go. Greetings to you. Yes, you're Alpha Omega. Greetings. Yes, your time traveling ways. Your planet is a time traveler itself. You might not experience it in your reality, but it is moving among the dimensions all the time. It goes to the highest dimensions, which continues to go as high as you can. Then it goes to the lower ones. It's constantly evolving. Many of you are here. A one person can take it to a whole nother level of consciousness. That doesn't mean that you're all experiencing it at this. You are all feeling different things at once. You're feeling a different vibration constantly. You feel like there's something more going on here. Yeah, it's because your world's going through multiple realities at once, constantly. No wonder everyone's tired. No wonder it's kind of lost it or goes insane, whatever it might be, and it just loses their direction. Because your world's constantly, different. Now, is this like where it's all happening? It depends on how you look at it. But what is happening is unlocking it from its amnesia. So if there's anything happening here, that is the excitement. Now, many of you, we believe, are used to worlds that are a lot more intense, actually, and just more action-packed filled. Yeah, saving the girl or being saved by the girl, whatever it might be, falling in and out of love. Your movies aren't that much different than these other realities. Yes, they're more vast and more character-driven, you can say, but those are windows into lifetimes, basically. Indiana Jones is another. There's many different versions of Indiana Jones. A black one, there's an Asian one, there's all different types. They call it Indiana Jones. Well, you can call him whatever you want. Some of you it's another version of Doc Savage, basically modernized to some degree. So you're opening up your reality slowly, and your aliens, yes, will integrate into your world. Many of you are alien. Many humanity will realize aliens are already here, and that's you, the people. And more of you will become more well known, if you wish to be. Transgenders have been doing it for a long time. They're just not called alien. But some of you might start calling them that. Of course, many transgenders come from Andromeda. Not all, but a lot of them do. A lot of them are Arcturians also, but a good portion that come here from Andromeda. Because they're going to their origin gender. Doesn't mean that they're normally a male dressed up as a female. It's just that they're actually a female, just showing there's and they can bring in a new vibration. Usually when they change genders, they completely change it. Meaning genitalia and everything. So, yes, it's one thing. I know it's going to be kind of rough for some, but yes, you're born a boy, you leave the world a female. Doesn't mean you're going to be everybody, but on certain worlds, that's the norm. Yeah, take that one to the bank. So, try and think about a world where that is what their society does all the time. And that's their conversations, what they're going to wear when they do their transition, and all that. And your world is scratching your head. Just like, what the hell? So you're getting glimpses of other planets right now, right in front of you, and not even recognizing it. Society is going to eventually wake up and see the alien vibrations here right in their face. They're going to have to, because they're hiding from it. And those that are atheists, don't believe in God, all of them have fought God beings. And just to hell with God. And to hell with all the religions for good reason, because they've been crucified by them. Some atheists, have been like a Jesus being. And even that, and been crucified. Similar. And of course they're going to be atheists. They're using, their Christ consciousness, their God consciousness in another way. You're just using it to break many out of the religious hold. Of course, they're not connected to the spiritual side, but some of them had enough of that too. They want to absorb the reality that you're in right now. So, and because they made it home here, they've had enough of spirit, they've had enough of the aliens, and this is their home now. They don't need religion. It's like they want to make this last forever. They want to live forever. So just putting that out there. So some atheists have just had enough of all dimensions, all realities, at least for now. And so this is their home. And for many of you that are alien aware, fifth, sixth dimension, this is not your home. But as you start to realize whose home this is, you can also see where the programming, not to say being atheist is a manipulation, it's a belief system, call it what you wish, but there is a lot of healing that is needed there. Not to say those that are connected to aliens in higher dimensions don't need the healings of themselves. Everybody needs a healing vibration on different levels. The atheists are just many of them are having difficulties transitioning into spirit. So they can get easily lost and now some of them would rather just reincarnate here forever. But, that has its downsides too. So not to say that spirituality is a higher, it's better than anyone. Let's put it that way. It just there's a lot of pain here. Let's put it that way. It's just a lot of internal pain, and it's not always easy to recognize. Even those that want to go into higher dimensions, as some of you realize, some of them are going through internal pain. because they can't stand this place. I've been here. This place is unfriendly, unloving. It's a place that is peace is needed, love is needed. Yeah, so is so. And once, yes, this is not as easy as it sounds. Making peace on multiple levels with oneself, the planet making peace with itself, and for the alien energies to easily come into this world. Because aliens, some of you be like, oh, about time you guys showed up, take me out of here. But the rest of society would want to shoot it or whatever it might be. And be hostile, because it just, yeah, some of them been through alien wars. And they can recognize those beings. Especially reptilians. You think reptilians are adored by everyone? Think again. No. It's another reason why they don't show themselves. Yes, not all of them are part of the manipulation here. And there's many other beings that are part of it. And the reptilians play a part, but not the full picture. Some of them are actually humans. They're doing their own thing. The elite. And of course the human consciousness here. So there's a lot of self-healing on multiple levels. It's not easy to access and see. It's not that you're trying to save a soul. You gotta save yourself first. Once again, some of the souls, I feel like they're going to the new earth and higher dimensions, everything's going to be perfect. Yes, maybe need their point of view opened up a little bit more clear. So they can see it. Maybe the heart, what do I need to heal here first? I'm trying to get out of this place more than anything. What do I need to face here? Because I shouldn't have to want to run away from anything. Because some of them are trying to run away. Some are YouTubers that are that have spiritual channels. Are trying to get out of the third dimension as fast as possible. Trying to get as many people they can to say, look, all these people don't want to be part of the third dimension anymore. We're ready for the higher dimensions. Not realizing the healing, because the more you heal the third dimension, the more it will dissolve. Quicker. But that's not always seen that way. It's inner peace, which is very difficult to do. And some aren't ready to make peace with this planet. With this dimension, which is quite understood. Yeah, there's deep pain here. It's rooted, it's deeply rooted. And to find a peace on multiple levels is the journey. Be within oneself. The higher dimensions, yes. As you heal this earth, you heal yourself, you'll feel the higher 1,000th dimension, 10,000th dimension, all these dimensions become more clear. And maybe you feel at home, yes, in the millionth dimension. Because some of you were actually more connected there than you might realize. And you feel like you got hijacked and brought here. It feels like you're, just rammed into this planet. It can feel like that. We'll just leave you with those words. So, yes, a deep cleaning needed to be done here. Yes, there's a virus vibration here, but yes, it's not as horrible as some are saying. The media is having a field day with it. They're being manipulated themselves into believing all of this. There is a virus, yes, but it's not as rampant as some might think. It is real. But it's not on everything and everyone, and some are making mistakes. Yeah, it's like with their masks, meaning they're wearing it when they don't really need to. And there's a great deal of it. And even your states know that, and governments know, but they make people do it anyway, so there's a draconian manipulation there. And they, yes, will see their own truth eventually. Yeah, see what happens with some governments, they're suppressing society. It's a part of an awakening also. It's like, let's make you feel ridiculous, push you down to your lowest level for you to snap out of the coma society is going through right now. The hypnosis, snap out of hypnosis. That's one of the reasons why this is happening. least for the virus situation, the mask situation, the controlment. It's just to break out of the matrix idea system and question your reality. Or love your reality, love yourself, of course, first. Not the easiest thing. Not at all. Self-love, yeah, this world is, it takes self-love, yes, and it beats it down. And to refine it to, yes, your self-worth, the most difficult thing. Because you come here, many of you remove your self-worth so you can fill it back up and make it even stronger. Which is a journey, yeah, it's a mountain within yourself you need to climb. Blessings to you.